What's up guys, Steven Dux here. Welcome to my new video of the week. And today we're going to talk about GBR, which is going to be my best short of the week. And I think I made 65,000. One of my students also made 20,000, and I live alerted in my chat room. I think everybody nailed it, and some of them did get shares to short, but it's okay. We always get opportunities in the market, right? So all those criteria and something like GBR, it doesn't happen that often, and it drops straight to 14 to $4. And people are thinking of dip buying and thinking the stock will bounce back. The answer is no, because the fundamental of the company is really bad. And I think they released a filing this morning of insider selling, I think it was 100,000 shares into the $11-ish. So when you think the company insiders are selling their own stocks, they don't have confidence to grow their company in the long term. So that's what makes the stock so bearish, and the stock come back all the way to the $4. I think I shorted at the 980s. I covered 572, made about almost 50%, but the stock went all the way to 4.28. I couldn't make 100,000, but I covered 280. But I'm not shamed. I didn't make that profit because as a trader, this kind of thing always gets in your head, always being like, I can make more, I can make $50,000 or more, or 60,000. The market doesn't own you anything. All you need to do is to catch up the opportunities and to keep growing. Never have fear of missing out or fear of if the stock own you this amount of money, because they don't. So I'm very, very happy that I made 65,000, and not only I can do it, my student can do it as well. So if you're interested to our chat room, I will put a link underneath the video. Let me go over the thought process on GBR. So in the morning, it gapped up 50%, all the way to 13. At first I thought it's gonna squeeze again, it's gonna have a wick open and go straight to $20, but turns out it didn't, and it smashed down all the way to 10. Now when I see that, I also mentioned in the chat room, when the stock comes back down to 10, it means it's fell underneath the resistance from yesterday. That means the stock is bearish. Then it didn't take that much amount of time. It just dropped, had a death drop all the way to 6. Now people think of dip buying to the 7, and the file came out and the insider was selling at 11. So when insider selling, it's a bearish news, and people is going to the holiday. They don't want to hold it overnight. That's why the stock dropped all the way to almost, I would say 70-80%. And this kind of opportunity doesn't happen that often. So all you need to do is to catch the right opportunities. And from, I think this year, I made around, I think, $1 million or 1.2. There's a couple stocks. There's GERN. I made 120,000. It's verified. You can go and see it. And DXR 100,000, RKDA 80,000, and GBR 65,000, and there's another one, PED 40,000. So those kind of opportunities, they don't happen that often, but they do happen. They do happen about 10 times a year. Now all you need to do is to catch those opportunities. You can make big gains. What I want to say is, it's not about how much money I make, it's about catching the right opportunities. Because if you overtrade in the market, you can't win, because we're humans. We make emotional mistakes. So trade less as possible. That makes us less emotional. And once you have enough experience, you know the opportunity is coming, and you have to get ready. And that's what needs to be happen for you as a trader. Today, another sympathy play of GBR, which is SAEX, and they did have a death drop as well. Sympathy play of the GBR, as I said in my DVD. All the sympathy plays comes down harder than the main play, so which means sympathy play typically drops 100% of their gain because they have no news. Now the main play it happened because it has some kind of news. So that's why sympathy play drops harder, and as you can see, it dropped almost 100%, went to 1.5. So that's a useless stock, and into the coming weeks, if they bounce, it will be shorting to the bounce. And there's not that many long opportunities as well. Let me think. There's one opportunity. We can use second green day gap up strategy, buying PED, but it's not that good risk reward. I think that's the only opportunities we have for the past couple of weeks. Yeah, congrats to my student who made 20,000, and I think he's doing really well now. The difference between short and long, short has, you have typically take a little bit more risk, but you it's safer. It has more winning percentage by my statistics showing. And the longs, you have take a little bit more risk than short. It's a little bit less safer, but you do have more reward, because when you're short, you can only make 100% your position, but when you are long, you can make over 100% your positions. So that's the difference between long and short. And if you're short sellers, if you're long, you can make money on both sides, and just make sure which side you're more comfortable with, and just pick a side, because it can be long and short. You can be long and short, but almost all traders has a bias. I think that will be it for today. And if you guys interested in the chat room, and I think tomorrow is a holiday, so I will give a coupon code for you guys for almost all tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and the DVD as well. And make sure check it out. And we're only gonna put this sales in about a week, so sale will be ending in a week. And go ahead, make sure to check it out. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.